how to make a hot curry.
So for the algorithm's sake, we are back with yet another food video. And as every job, you need to start off by being organized first. Make sure you have everything. You don't want to come to a point when, especially with food, and you basically have to stop to go get something by the shop. So this is the last days of the chopping board. So that is why the knife is just going through it. It will soon be chucked away. So as before, whenever we're making food videos, the first thing to do is always play some nice music and get the ambience set. And that is what is being done over here. Unfortunately, the music can't be played now due to copyrights once again, but it's just the radio playing some kind of mix. That is always the go-to here at the Wyman, to listen to the radio, because not only can you dance or just move your body a little bit, but there's also interesting things you can learn about, inquisitive. So as you can see there, good food, good wine, and basically that is what you're about to see right now. So first things first, obviously to sharpen the knife, you want to make sure that all your utensils are sharp. Or basically just a knife that you are going to be cutting through the vegetables for preparation. So that was just being rinsed off now over there. You can't really see the tap. And we have mentioned before that it's kind of uncomfortable wearing this latex gloves. Your hands get sweaty and so on the inside, and that is why you will see some people not wearing gloves, but you just wash your hands constantly. So this is the quickest way how to chop an onion, and the quicker you do it, obviously the less your eyes will tear, or rather not at all. So also, if you struggle to peel the outside peels off, chop it in half first. It's much easier to peel that way. And yes, I'm a lefty, so be patient with me. So obviously this was just a quick way of doing it. If you wanted any finer, you can just do the cuts finer. It's that simple. I see some chefs, they basically cut through the onion also horizontally, with the knife being horizontal. If you understand your basic maths, you will know what I mean. But anyway, let's get back to it. So that's another way to chop it. Just showing you there now, because we're multitasking here. As you can see, we're changing with the shots. And basically another way to chop it, you need to just maybe close it with something. You can, I don't know, put some cleaner over, because the stuff will go flying away. That's why your knife needs to be nice and sharp, because if not, things will fly all over the place. So next up is your green peppers, obviously. And basically what you can do, when you cut it in half, initially you can take a spoon to just scoop out the inner seeds. It's just the easier way to do it, and then you can obviously rinse it. And now chopping. So here we encountered a little bit of a problem. We had the sticker still on the green pepper, but okay, it's removed now. And basically, yeah, we're just showing you how we chop the garlic. You can also knock it with the outside peel on. It will be much easier to peel that way as well. Sometimes you struggle. Here, obviously, the peels are off already. So garlic adds a nice distinctive taste. Goes with any food really. Same as your onions, the garlic and the onions just complement each other. And here we are basically now showing you how to chop tomato again, the same as the onion, and it's just the quicker way to do it. So nice, beautiful colors. That is what we like here at the Wyman. Always a rainbow nation, and yeah, just colorful. Obviously butter goes in first also, and it's not a butter chicken now, must not get confused. Sometimes we like trying our own concoctions. You have stuff in the pantry cupboard, or you know, your spices or so on. And what we also like trying is called a Moorbay pot or Moorbay food. That is just finding whatever you have in your fridge, whatever in your cupboards, and just moer it by. Moer it by is a term where you just throw it in a pot, like you see over here, and just make something with it. So now the chicken is going in, and there's some nice barbecue spice or so on there. And now the curry spice will come. And you can see now we have our different spices. That is masala, salt, some paprika, I think. I just can't remember because once again we just took this out the archives to keep the algorithms of the food videos going nicely. And what's very important is to not put your stove or your gas, whatever it is, on a high heat. Always start off low and you can turn the heat up. So what many people don't know, that apricot adds a nice sweetness to the food. And basically there is 3 things you need when making food, and that is obviously salt and pepper is number 1. You need something acidic, which is like maybe lemon juice, or even you can see over here some soya sauce. And you need something sweet. Those 3, or if you separate the salt and pepper, obviously 4 then, but basically those 4, salt obviously doesn't go without pepper, and either or. So that's why I say those 3 things needs to go with in every food. So here's a beautiful presentation, and that is just some apple juice. Do not get confused with the eye. We don't like alcohol with food here at the Wyman. It just spoils the taste. So definitely a beautiful presentation, which you maybe haven't seen in some of the other videos, but whenever making a curry, this is more or less the outcome. So obviously the rice was basically, you just put it in a bowl, squeeze it down a little bit, and like a pudding bowl, and you just tilt it over. And just got some, I think that is rosemary or thyme out of the garden. Stay tuned for maybe more food videos, or who knows what. Let's see. Danko.
More how-to videos link in my bio.